Maya Le Tissier, where do you see her best position? Is it right back or centre back?
I know what you want to hear. No, I think she plays centre back every single game, and I think she has good performances. But I also think that for us, her first position still is the right fullback position. But we also know she can play centre back.
She's right. That's not what we want to hear. But rather than doing what everyone else is doing on the internet and lambasting her constant and honestly frustrating view on Maya Le Tissier as a right back, what I want to do with this video is to try to understand why Sarina Wiegman thinks of Le Tissier as a right back from her point of view. Believe me, as a Manchester United fan, I really want our Guernsey Gladiator, shout out to Alan for this new nickname for Le Tissier by the way, I really want her to play centre half for England, considering she's been the best centre half in the league so far this season. But I'm not going to question a woman who's won 3 consecutive Euros. Instead, I'll try to put on my Wiegman thinking cap and try to think like a woman whose highlight of her life was dancing on stage with Burna Boy. Even though I have about 1% of Sarina Wiegman's football intelligence. Let's take a look at England's centre-back options that are ahead of Dora the Explorer.
Everyone keeps calling me Dora the Explorer, so that's 3, isn't it?
Assuming that everyone is fit, and remember I'm looking at this from Sarina Wiegman's point of view, the Lionesses have Leah Williamson, likely partnering Jess Carter following her heroic performance against Spain in the Euros final. Alex Greenwood, Esme Morgan, and Lotte Wubben-Moy look to be next in line, which leaves our Maya in 6th on the depth chart. Wiegman is familiar with what Williamson, Carter and Greenwood can bring to the table as centre-half, but Esme Morgan and Lotte Wubben-Moy are both a bit of an unproven and unknown quantity when it comes to performing consistently at the highest level against top oppositions, with Morgan winning 16 caps and Wubben-Moy winning 13 caps to date. And you can't say they don't deserve a chance in the starting lineup either, especially Wubben-Moy, who's been so patient waiting on the sidelines, having not played a single minute of tournament football despite her inclusion in the squad for 2 Euros campaigns and a World Cup. Morgan has performed well at centre-half when given a chance, especially against Sweden and Italy in the Euros, showing she can perform at a high level, but I think Sarina will be eager to see more of Morgan against top-level opponents. Le Tissier is even more of an unknown and unproven talent at centre-half, but she simply hasn't been given the chance is why. That's because there are talented young players ahead of her in the queue, and to be honest, I don't blame Sarina for this. As an England fan, I'm also eager to see more of Esme Morgan and Lotte Wubben-Moy at centre-half as well. With Williamson injured for this camp, I'm expecting to see a centre-half partnership of Alex Greenwood and Jess Carter for this round of friendlies. It is unfortunate for Le Tissier to have to compete with so many wonderful players in her favoured position, but the simple yet understandably frustrating fact is that there are just too many players ahead of her in the pecking order right now. The other reason why Sarina sees Le Tissier as a right back is due to the lack of depth there. It's no secret that the Lionesses have had a bit of a depth crisis at both fullback positions over the last 5 years or so. Wiegman insisting on playing Rachel Daly at left back up until the 2022 Euros is a prime example of that. The right back position has been dominated by Lucy Bronze for about 40 to 50 years now it seems like, and during Sarina Wiegman's tenure, there's never really been a clear backup for her. If we look at the players that have the ability to play right back, they are Maya Le Tissier, Esme Morgan, and Jess Carter in a pinch. During the last Euros, with Lucy Bronze playing with a broken tibia, taking the phrase break a leg a little too literally, whenever she came off the pitch, her replacement was Niamh Charles, which meant Le Tissier was probably Charles's backup option, which I also don't blame Sarina for, considering Niamh Charles did play a good amount of football at left back during the last 2 years for England whenever she was fit. Charles looks to be in the squad as a left back this time around, so we'll leave her out of the right back discussions for now. Sarina Wiegman wants her right back to be like Lucy Bronze, someone who's extremely fit, can run up and down the line, a player with good crossing ability, and someone who's a complete defender. And looking at all of those options who aren't called Lucy Bronze, the United captain looks like the best option by far to fit the criteria. Sending in crosses like this one doesn't help her case to play at centre-half, but Le Tissier is a pretty decent right-back you've got to admit, having spent a lot of her Brighton days playing there. That's why it's also unfortunate that Le Tissier is the next best option at right-back, which I'm assuming is why Sarina wants her to play there if Lucy Bronze isn't fit. So, to sum up, There are too many centre-back options for England, and our Guernsey Gladiator is the next best option at right back, so that's why Sarina Wiegman has placed Le Tissier at right back. When the squad was announced for the England camp right before the 2025 Euros, I thought Maya Le Tissier was about to be freed from right back duty once and for all because Tottenham's Ella Morris was called up to her first camp, which surely meant that Sarina was looking for Morris to be Bronze's understudy. But she fell to an ACL injury during the camp, which meant Le Tissier had to cover at right back yet again. With Ella Morris out for pretty much the entirety of this season, Le Tissier will have to continue playing at right back until she comes back, or if there happens to be another emerging English right back for Sarina Wiegman to consider, which looking at this current playing pool, there doesn't seem to be one. Considering everything I've just mentioned thus far, I can understand why Sarina Wiegman has kept Le Tissier on right back lockdown. I know it's an unpopular opinion, and the England coach knows it too, and as frustrating as it is as a fan, it's not unreasonable. Maya Le Tissier is only 23 years old. She has plenty of time to add to her 8 England caps. If she keeps playing at a high level consistently, then she's got over a decade of England games to look ahead to. Sarina Wiegman likes to strike a balance with her centre-back pairing. Let's take Leah Williamson and Millie Bright as an example. Williamson is an exceptional ball player. She's got a really good passing game, she's quick, and she's a fantastic leader. Millie Bright, on the other hand, is arguably the best one-on-one defender in the country. She's not as quick, but a top-class reading of the game and positioning more than make up for it. She has a huge defensive presence, and she's the best player at defending inside her own penalty area. She's extremely physical, and can bully players off the ball with her strength. I can assume Sarina likes to have 2 centre-halves of contrasting qualities since she regularly swaps Leah Williamson with Esme Morgan and Millie Bright with Jess Carter. The extremely uplifting thing about Maya Le Tissier is that she fits both roles. She's very quick, physical, shoving England over like how England shoved her into playing as a right back. Her passing accuracy and range have drastically improved over the last 18 months, and it's now become one of her strongest attributes. She's developed this Leah Williamson-ness to her game, constantly looking to launch a wave of attack through her passing game, as well as regularly stepping into midfield to support the attack. And not to mention her long-range shots are pretty impressive as well. I mean, come on. I don't think any current England centre-half can do this. Her anticipation and reading of the game have come a long way as well. She's got this relentless will to stop everything coming into the penalty area. She plays like she really doesn't want to play at right back. And why should she? She's an absolute monster of a centre-half. She's willing to throw herself at everything, putting her head where most players would even be scared to put their foot. Like this block in the dying minutes against Chelsea. Immense. She's a born leader, someone I'm so proud to have as the captain of my club. She'll get her chance at centre-back for England soon. I know she will. She's too good not to. Maya Le Tissier's time will come. Just not right now. I understand it's frustrating to see that she's still considered as a right-back in the eyes of a woman who doesn't know what it's like to lose a European Championship, but I trust Sarina Wiegman, and you should too. Maya Le Tissier is the best centre-back in the WSL right now, and I know she'll get her chance at a favoured position soon. And once she does, she'll be undroppable. She's that good. We just need to wait patiently for Sarina Wiegman to unleash her onto the world.